as a research institution, we must design technologies that are socially acceptable to our farmers. We must understand the environment in which these technologies are going to work. As a research organization, we develop a lot of technologies that are scientifically based, which are supposed to work outside there. But there are other factors which influence the adoption of these technologies. You might develop a technology which is very good, but the farmers don't like it because of maybe cultural. For example, in some areas, if you breed a chicken which is black, it might be very fast growing, very nutritious, but because of the taboos that influence the adoption of different technologies, that might not be accepted. So our objective is to dialogue and see how we can be able to influence policy in terms of how it affects the adoption of technologies. Another example is that, for example, you can design a technology, say that we are going to mechanize farming. But so policies can be put in place to zero rate maybe the cost of farming equipment. But the farming equipment you are focusing on might be very expensive, such that the farmers cannot afford. Or if you don't understand the farm sizes that we are dealing with, you might find that it's not working. So as we do our research, we need to be conscious of the socioeconomic environment in which it's going to work. Based on that, we give policy advice to the policymakers, because we are not a policy-making institution, but we influence policy. And our advocacy is that the policies that we formulate must be based on research, it must be based on science, it must be based on data. It must be informed by research. So that is the main reason why we are having this conference. It's the first one of its kind. We hope that maybe biannually we'll be able to meet and dialogue, because technologies are there. But sometimes we ask ourselves, why are they not being adopted? Or why are the policies that are being developed not in line with the technologies that have been developed? So that's the context in which this conference is being held.
We are here today to mark a very big milestone where we are having our first socioeconomics conference since KALRO was formed. And this is one of the events where we share our research results with our audience. This includes farmers, they include other scientists, and they include policymakers. So this scientific conference brings together many audience from different organizations. We have invited people from the private sector. We have invited scientists from other national research organizations, from the CGIR, and we have attracted 132 papers, which will be presented in the next 3 days, cutting across various sub-themes, including issues of economic analysis, including issues of adoption of technologies, issues of gender analysis. We're also looking at issues of digitization. How can we improve our extension through digitizing our technologies? So it's a very important conference for us, as it will help us even be able to measure our impact. It will help us to be able to show what have we done as KALRO in the first few years. We can share our results with the audience. We have scientists who have come from KALRO centers. We have scientists who have come from the universities and even from other research organizations. And I'm also happy to report that we have scientists actually from outside the country. We have some people coming from Ghana because we made it regional. We just didn't want it to be a KALRO thing, because we wanted our message to be wider. We wanted to share our results with a wider audience, not only in Kenya, but in the sub-Saharan Africa. This is because we are part of the region. The problems that we solve are not for Kenya alone, but they cut across many African nations. So we are happy that today we've been able to mark this event, which really took us some time to plan for it for the last about 6 months. And I'm happy to say that we had quite a lot of support, especially from our development partners and people like Kafasi. They supported us to make this event happen. We also had other donors like Savnice. We had another donor called Award. And this just shows how they embrace our research and the partnering so that we can create impact. We have a very wide community that we serve, and there is no one technology that fits all. So we really have to be very specific, and we have to tailor make our technologies. So one of the things we do to remove this disconnect is to ensure that we do what we call participatory research. By participatory research, I mean we have to visit our clients, who is a farmer, and we listen to them. We understand what are their needs, what are their challenges, what problem do they want us to solve. So once we have done this through either a baseline survey or what we call ex-ante analysis, we understand what now we need to come and advise our biophysical scientists to take to the lab or to take to the farm, because nowadays we do a lot of on-farm research, and then they can come up with solutions tailor-made for that community, depending on the needs that they told us. So yes, I do agree, at times you can develop a technology that may not be attractive to the farmer if you did not involve the community. But if you involve them from the beginning, then they should be able to take up that technology, because you take care of their preferences. And one of the things that we are trying to do in this conference, as much as we have invited researchers, we have also combined with an exhibition. And this exhibition is where we are trying to show some of the technologies that KALRO has developed. So we have our KALRO centers exhibiting, and we have also invited other people to exhibit. So why we are doing this is to ensure that farmers whom we serve, they can come and see what we have on the ground, and they can demand that technology. And they can also give us feedback, because it is out of this feedback that we're able to improve.